from the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, co-powered by IIHM.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. We have Himanta Biswa Sharma, Chief Minister of Assam, who says that I am determined to absolutely ban and stop any form of polygamy. He says nobody can be allowed to have more than one wife. And I think he's right. This is the most progressive thing anybody can say. Only people who stand against gender justice can make any kind of an argument for polygamy. Which is why it's fascinating, viewers, that when such a move is happening, the entire cabal that calls itself oh so progressive has refused to say a word. If this happens, if Himanta Biswa Sharma, through his proposal, and he has a 4-member committee which includes the Additional Advocate General of Assam, the Advocate General, a retired justice, and a leading advocate, as a 4-member committee given a 60-day deadline, then we are 60 days away from one of the most remarkable legislations that will be seen in this country, where in the state of Assam there will be no polygamy. Now, I think everyone, including Muslim clerics, should be supporting this, because they must also think about the victims of such unequal marriages. There are women who are victims of polygamy, millions of them in this country, and everyone should talk about it. In fact, polygamy should be banned because it had become a loophole around triple talaq, ladies and gentlemen. There are victims like Gausia Ahmed, whose husband found a way around the invalidation of triple talaq and practiced polygamy. There is nothing more reprehensible than polygamy. We have to stop looking at things, ladies and gentlemen, stop looking at things through a communal lens. If everything that is wrong is justified in the name of religion, then what is the use of having any legislative or legal system in this country? There is evidence of suffering of women because of polygamy. Polygamy means that the power balance between men and women is unequal. Polygamy means that you can never have equal rights for men and women. Polygamy means that you begin on a fundamental premise that when men and women do not have equal rights. Ladies and gentlemen, I genuinely believe that if Himanta Biswa Sharma is able to push through with this legislation, which I hope he does, then starting from Assam, things will change across the entire country, and we won't have to wait for a uniform civil code. Through these legislations, we will effectively have a uniform civil code in this country. It's time for it. Now let's debate.
The Assam Chief Minister wants polygamy banned.
We are not going towards UCC, কাৰণ তাৰ কাৰণে এটা national consensus প্ৰয়োজন হ'ব. Central government will take the initiative. But অসমত আমি as a part of that, as a one component of UCC, আমি polygamy অসমত বন্ধ কৰিব খুজিছোঁ. The polygamy we want to declare unconstitutional and illegal through a state act.
An expert committee has been set up.
This is an issue to build consensus. It's not about confrontation. This issue also has to be seen in terms of the Sharia Act, Article 25, the powers of the state to legislate under entry 5 of the concurrent list of the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India, and entry 5 deals with marriage and marriage-related issues.
It's a move that ensures gender justice.
बहुत ज़्यादा जब शादियाँ कर लेते हैं एज ए मुस्लिम लॉ बोला जाता है, लेकिन उस हिसाब से जैसे तब बहुत ही तकलीफ पहुँचती है जब उनको मतलब कुछ भी नहीं मिलता है. लेकिन उस हिसाब से अगर बोला जाए तो कि इक्वली देखना है, डिवाइड करके जब डिवाइड कर ही देते हो, लेकिन कोई भी औरत नहीं चाहते कि अपने शौहर को और किसी के साथ शेयर करने के लिए कोई नहीं चाहते। तो अगर ये बंद करने की सिद्धांत होती है तो उसमें मैं सहमत हूँ।
But some are outraged.
आसाम के मुख्यमंत्री ने पॉलीगेमी को लेकर एक कमेटी बनाई है ताकि ज़्यादा शादियां ना हो सके। मैं आपको बताता चलूं, इस्लाम में 4 शादियां जायज़ है और हर मुसलमान को 4 शादियां आज के वक्त में करनी चाहिए।
The Congress wants to give it communal color.
I am afraid that it may be used as a tool to polarize Hindu and Muslim, and targeting or indicating that Muslims are producing more children.
Why should women face the horrors of polygamy? Let's debate.
I've seen Subuhi Khan and Aarti Agarwal and Khushbu Sundar. I've seen Khushbu. It's more these Muslim men and Muslim clerics, some Muslim men and Muslim clerics who want polygamy. I don't find many Muslim women. I don't find many Muslim women who support polygamy. So I want to start with you, Subuhi. Today we have Atikur Rahman who says, I will decide on this issue. Women should not speak their minds. Tala Ahmed Rashidi says, women cannot decide, we will decide. This is the view. This is the gender divide, the power balance that they are trying to create. Subuhi, what would you say to Mr. Rashadi and all the others on the other side, including Shahid Ali?
Arnab, you made a very good point that like many other things happening in the garb of personal laws, bigamy or polygamy is also a one-sided game. Muslim women are not allowed to marry more than one person, but Muslim men are allowed to do that. That is why all of these Muslim males sitting in the panel would not like that this committee is being formed in Assam. But I am truly hopeful and I really appreciate the concern of the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. And I'm looking forward to the report of the committee because there are millions and millions of Muslim women who suffer in silence. I have a big, as an officer of the court, Arnab, I think that despite states having this power to make laws, but there is a central act called Muslim Personal Law Sharia Application Act 1937, which categorically says that application of personal laws would be there in regards to Muslims. Muslims would be allowed to have their personal laws. And they define that personal laws include marriage, divorce, custody, guardianship, blah, blah, blah. We all know this till here. But what we don't see is in the garb of these practices being civil in nature, many crimes are being committed. Our constitution is being violated. Our criminal laws are being violated. For example, bigamy or polygamy. IPC 494 says if you have a spouse living and you marry somebody else, the punishment may exceed to 7 years. But this will not apply to a Muslim man. I'll give you another example. Triple talaq has been banned, but talaq-e-Hasan and talaq-e-Ihsan are still one-sided. Extrajudicial divorces are still happening. We have Domestic Violence Act, which prohibits any kind of physical, emotional, sexual, verbal, economic violence to any women. But all forms of violence are being committed to Muslim women just because they are covered by Muslim Personal Law Sharia Act. So I think the central government should also do something about this central act. Only then these state-made laws would be of any use. That's what I feel as a lawyer.
Yeah, so let me put it very simply. Why do Muslim men have to marry more than one woman? Why, Mr. Rashadi, आप चीज़ों को simplify कीजिए. Khushbu Sundar is there today. Can you hear? You can't hear. Okay. Let me hear from Atikur Rahman or Shahid Ali. Why do Muslim women need to marry more than one woman? Why?
May I come in, Arnab?
Yeah, please. We are listening to you. Then we'll get a response.
Yeah. Thank you. Arnab, if equality and gender justice is not maintained, no Muslim man is allowed to marry more than one wife as per the Quran. This is Allah's words in the Quran. Since you could not maintain equality, marry only one. And this we don't have to, explain to a bigoted Chief Minister Biswa Sharma. I am telling you, in a country like India, wherein live-in relationships are allowed, how can a Chief Minister coming and question personal law?
Okay, then my question to you is, one sec. Since I
Do you get me?
Okay, so your argument is that.
Do you get me, Arnab? On the equality
No, I don't get you. I don't get you.
I am not arguing on.
I want to ask you. Why should a man? I'm very fundamental.
The Quran says maintain equality.
Listen to my question. There's nothing technical about it. What is the need for a man to marry more than one woman? Simple.
What is the need to allow live-in relationships?
Oh, so.
Is this not against?
So 1 minute. What is the link between Khushbu? I didn't understand. What is the link between a man marrying 4 women and live-in relationships? A man is not having a live-in relationship with 4 women. A man is marrying 4 women, and by that logic,
contract. If you marry in living relationships, there is no contract.
Okay, then here's my next question. Atik, why should a woman not marry 4 men? Since you are so much for equality.
Which women? I would like to know from you and Subui. Which woman would come and say that I want to marry more than one?
And which man would want to say I want to marry 4 women?
Are you trying to say that men are characterless? Or have problems in commitment? Are you trying to say that males have a problem in committing to one person?
No. What he is trying to say that if a woman marries more than one man, she is characterless. But if a man marries more than 4 women, or 3 women or 4 women, it is his fundamental right.
Arnab, don't put words into my mouth, please.
No, you answer.
This is not done, please. This does not suit you.
No, don't tell me what suits me.
Into my mouth. I have said that if a man cannot maintain equality, he should not marry more than one wife. This is Allah's word.
Maintain equality means what, yaar? Maintain
What gives you the right to marry 4 times? Please tell me.
Okay, Khushbu is countering. Khushbu.
You are deliberately.
Khushbu is countering. Khushbu.
What is it? You feel it's a manlyhood? It's a huge manhood and ego boosting thing that you have 4 wives? Tomorrow, I would like to ask all these men who are there on the panel. I would like to ask them,
Khushbu.
Okay, if the women, your daughter, your sister, and
Khushbu. Can I have Khushbu on it?
Speak about
the women in the house to go through that. No, I'm asking you. Would you allow the women in your house to go through that insult? You break her dignity. What gives you the right? Which law says that it's fine? Please tell me. No, Quran says it was Uhud, after Uhud, when the children were left as orphans, when the women didn't know where to go. And which world are you living in? It was way back centuries ago, when they said if you can maintain, because the women were left after the whole thing, the women were left absolutely on the streets with orphan children. And that is when they said this law was brought in, not in today's time.
May I repeat my
point? Not in today's time. Which one we live in? I'm asking you one thing. I'm asking you a simple one thing. If the woman in your family decides to marry more than one time, are you okay with it? Quran tells you about equality between a man and a woman, gender equality. Quran teaches you about gender equality. If a woman in your house decides that I want to marry, I have 2 husbands, forget 4. I want to have 2 men, I want to marry 2 women, 2 men. Are you okay with that?
Repeat.
No, they are not okay. No. I'll tell you one thing. Shahid ji, 1 minute. Shahid ji.
Who wants to bring in the rules that this is how a woman should live and this is how the men should live?
No,
who brings in these laws?
Khushbu.
Who gave the right to decide for us?
1 minute, Shahid, don't interrupt her. Let her speak.
Decide what is respect and what is dignity to us.
Let her speak. Let her speak.
Getting agitated.
What gives you the right? I'm a Muslim woman myself, so don't teach me about Quran, please.
See what the Quran says if you have the guts. Repeat my words which the Quran says. If you do not maintain gender justice and equality, don't marry more than one wife. Marry only one.
Boss, that is what I'm asking you. That is what I'm asking you. The first thing Quran says, gender equality. But let's come to that point. Let's not go to
to polygamy. Let's come to a simple point. It talks about gender equality. If you can marry 4 times, I'm asking you a simple question. Will you allow women in your house to marry more than once? Give equality to the women in your house. Stop preaching, start practicing at home first. Would you allow the women in your family to marry more than once? Tomorrow if your children or your wife or anybody in that family says that I want to have more than one husband, are you okay with it?
Is a living relationship gender equality?
Sir, how is gender equality and a living relationship combined together? You need to be in your senses to be on a debate. Come with absolute senses to a debate, sir. How can a living relationship and polygamy be equal to each other?
No discrimination against women. Allah calls for no discrimination against women.
You are. There is not a question. There is no equality at all what you're talking about. There's absolutely zero equality you're talking about.
The Quran matters, Khushbu. The Quran matters.
Sir, please tell me the Quran says
polygamy.
You tell me, you don't teach me about Quran, sir. I'm born into a Muslim family, so you don't teach me about Quran. We all women on this planet belong to Muslim family. So you don't teach us about Quran. We know what Quran says.
In a manner of debate.
You men love to have an above hand and an upper hand when it comes to women gender equality. That is the problem.
More than one.
No, I think that's the real point out there. Thank you so much. 1 second, please. May I come in? Shahid and Mr. Rashadi, I really like the way in which Khushbu said it at the end. You people, you men, want to have this upper hand. And there is, Mr. Shahid Ali, you are actually shocked when a woman asks you, can I have or can any woman have 4 husbands? Then the answer comes, what kind of woman will have 4 husbands? Look at the language.
Exactly.
Aarti says, look at the tone. What kind of woman will have 4 husbands? 1 minute. The tone is, oh, only characterless women will have 4 husbands. But a man with 4 wives is a generous man. Look at his generosity. That is the attitude. And Shahid Ali सोच रहे हैं ये कौन सा ज़माना है? Where a woman is asking that question. मैं कह रहा हूँ यही ज़माना है शाहिद अली जी. इस ज़माने में आप भी आ जाइए. आप भी इसी ज़माने में हैं. इस ज़माने में अलाउ नहीं होगा ये. हाँ बोलिए.
Yes.
ज़माना बदल रहा है शाहिद जी.
There are 3 things.
And by the way, one last thing. By the way, Shahid ji, this does not apply only to Muslims. There are many tribes also where polygamy happens. Even Hindus cannot have more than 2 wives now.
Please.
Nobody can have more than 2 wives. And you need to understand this. I don't understand why is there a need to have more than 1 wife.
Please allow me to respond
Is it some right?
Arnab.
Or do you want to have upper hand? Why do you need to have more than 1 wife?
Arnab.
Why do people have extramarital affairs, Arnab? Why do they debate on that?
Why do people have extramarital affairs? One minute.
There are 2 kinds.
No, 1 minute. Look at his mindset, Khushbu.
Arnab.
1 minute. Subuhi, you saw. What did he mean? Why do people have extramarital affairs? So.
Bad for you, but giving a respectful name, giving a respected name, giving a name to the wife, giving a name to the child.
Look at the mindset these men have.
Just to legitimize
argument. They don't have arguments. So why do people have extramarital affairs? What kind of argument here we have to say we have done with triple talaq, we need to be done with polygamy.
Kind of thing.
Extramarital affairs.
We need to be done with polygamy. Stop it. You can't take the women
We'll have Khushbu and Mr. Rashadi. No, Mr. Rashadi and Khushbu are on a point out here. Subui, you want to come in? I think you're shocked. Mr. Shahid Ali does not know how to argue. Atik does not know, and I think you just made a fool of yourself, Mr. Rashadi. You just made a fool of yourself.
People have extramarital affairs.
Yeah, you did. Now I go to Shahid. Shahid, tell me one thing.
Let it be a fool question. Why do you answer that? It could be a foolish question.
Please allow me to respond.
Why do you have extramarital affairs?
This is very, very serious topic.
What is the
Why do you have extramarital affairs? You ask your friend.
I request all
Please tell me what is the link between
Okay, we'll get Shahid and Subui.
pay twice. You have extramarital affairs, right? You have extramarital affairs 4 times, so you bring in all the 4 wives home.
One wife in Islam.
What is it, please?
We have to understand this first.
What?
And why this concept was brought into. And what the Quran says about this. Quran restricts polygamy strictly. Quran restricts polygamy strictly. But it allows only in case where the same pertains to the dignity and respect of an oppressed woman, of an orphanage. It is not like that in general principles or in general business has been allowed. You have to understand this.
I don't understand anything of what you're saying. I am very confused.
Where the women are oppressed or where the husband of a woman has been died.
Husband of the woman has died, so you are...
Who is there? Who will help her? So
you are trying to help a woman by having 4 marriages.
Second marriage or keeping more than one wife has been permitted.
So men are helping women by having 4 wives. Aarti, he's saying
a man want to marry
all the women are laughing now.
I can't stop laughing, Arnab.
He's saying nice men are helping poor women by marrying them.
Because they are doing kutark. Because they are doing kutark and you have invited them to do kutark only.
What is kutark?
So you can't find any other way of helping a woman other than marrying 4 women. Is that what you're trying to say?
Kutark. ये kutark ही तो हो रहा है यहाँ पर.
No, answer my question. There is no other way of helping that woman other than marrying 4 other women and 3 other women.
Whether they know about the concept, they know about the concept what the Quran says. And
no,
when you
forget about the concept and all that. I am not here to discuss the concept here. Just answer my straight question.
Then you are talking
is marrying 4 women the only way to help a woman
why you are not giving same example at this time now? And,
why do I want to do what? Sorry, I can't understand.
There were 2 chief ministers now. One is going to be out.
No, wait. I want to say something here. Arnab, can I make a point? He is deviating from the topic.
One has been shown the face, one has been shown the fate, and the fate is coming tomorrow. Other will also be shown the fate by the people of Assam.
And so please stop making all these whataboutery statements. Okay, you're talking about everything other than the issue.
Diversity is the key of India. And people living in India loves diversity. Now the people
diversity by marrying 4 women.
Behind evolution, behind
establishing. What is diversity got to do with polygamy? Yaar, you are mad or what?
Same fate.
What do you mean by what is diversity got to do with polygamy?
Yes, absolutely.
God.
Arnab, can I please make a point here?
I don't understand what you are saying at all.
Without letting the people know about the concept.
There is no concept, yeah.
You have just now started a debate. Giving the example.
He's not answering my straight question.
As he has said so, whether he is above the honorable prime ministers. Whether he is making law for India.
Can I please make a point? I can't speak.
Khushbu is also. We'll have to take. Okay, wait a minute. Let Aarti make a point. Khushbu, I'm coming to you. Ridiculous arguments are being made. Argument 1, we want to help poor women. Second, women have no help. We have to help them. Third, diversity.
Diversity.
Yeah, Aarti, please.
So, Arnab, first of all, if we take the worldwide statistics, less than 2% of households live in a polygamous household in the whole world, okay? And majority of this is actually coming from sub-Saharan Africa, you know, the poorest countries of the world.
Rashadi, yeah.
In no respectable countries is polygamy allowed. All right, in states like countries like United States, polygamy was outlawed in the 19th century. We are now in the 21st century. We wanting to become an economic powerhouse, compete with the top 4, countries in the world, and we are still defending polygamy. And I want to be clear, we're not defending polygamy as in both ways. We're defending polyandry, not polygyny. Nobody is defending polygyny here. So, how can they do something like, earth the unearth here? In the name of so-called gender equality, they're saying that polygamy is okay, polyandry is okay. Which rational person in the world will actually accept this argument they're trying to make, that to bring gender equality, they want to implement something like polyandry where 4 women can marry the same man. Second point I want to make is that this whole polygamy thing is actually enabling a lot of crimes in the country. Like love jihad cases, almost all love jihad cases, the man already has a wife. And that, that thing can have
Rashadi.
nipped in the butt.
Rashadi.
Wow. anything just to demonize the community, anything. Attach love jihad to it, bring in the Kerala story, bring in the all those, these.
I'm not talking about Kerala. I'm talking about the whole country first.
Yeah. Now,
listen properly when I'm talking.
Love jihad. After a few days, you will connect triple talaq
Yes,
to love
it is connected to love jihad. Look at the statistics. Look at the statistics.
Yeah, but it is true. No. But logically speaking, Rashadi, listen to me, yaar. Listen to me, Rashadi. Listen to me. It will become more difficult for any love jihad cases to happen if polygamy is banned.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Calling themselves as Muslims, you people have problem with the existence of Muslims.
This has nothing to do with Muslims. Yeah, this has nothing to do with Muslims. It has nothing to do with Muslims. Arey bhai, one minute. I'll tell you. One minute. Rashadi, I need to counter you and Subui will come in. Don't bring a Muslim angle to everything. When dowry was banned and struck down, was it anti-Hindu or anti-Muslim? When sati was declared illegal, was it anti-Hindu? Be logical, yaar. When child marriage, should we retain child marriage? Tomorrow you will say, let us retain nikah halala. Tomorrow you will say, let us retain female genital mutilation. Everything you'll justify in the name of religion, and then if I question you, you'll say, you are questioning my religion. I'm not questioning anybody's religion. I'm questioning a social evil, which you have no guts to speak against. And you are allowing people like Atik to talk about equality and somebody to talk about diversity. Tab to aap kuch bolte nahi hai. It's humiliating. It's insulting. Subui wants to say something. Yes, Subui, please.
Yes. Arnab, actually, they try to twist the topic by bringing it on Islam. I, as an Indian Muslim, want to make a point here. Islam has many better things to teach rather than always focusing on having multiple sexual partners. So stop doing it. You are the one who is demonizing Islam. You are the one who's defaming Islam. And Arnab, again and again, they are talking about extramarital relationships. Yes, they happen in society, but whoever is involved in it, they feel guilty about it. They do not wear it as a badge of honor. Extramarital affairs are not celebrated in society like you are celebrating bigamy and polygamy. And another thing I want to make a point, I want to make a very important point here, Arnab. There are three possible solutions to this problem. Either the central government or state governments bring uniform civil code, either centrally or state-wise. Or central government can introduce a bill or probably pass an act like something called Protection of Criminal Laws of Bharat Act, which can say that no personal law can violate the criminal law of land. This will cover the problem of bigamy and polygamy. This will also solve the problem of child marriages. This will cover all kinds of one-sided extrajudicial divorces, and this will also resolve all violations of
Honorable Supreme Court.
What now? My Motorola razor sharp question is simply this: that fundamentally, why oppose the Assam Chief Minister's panel to address polygamy? Is it against gender justice or not? You can't answer that question. Is it against? Do you feel a woman feels good being a fourth wife to any man? Khushbu, I'll bring this question to fundamentals. And the way
Arnab, we have met thousands of Muslim women. No woman under the sun agrees to just seeing that if she's legally wedded to some man and that guy is going and marrying somebody else. No woman allows that with her free will.
But the thing, Subui, what Shahid and Atikur and Tala are saying, woman's opinion does not matter. That's the attitude. We will decide. That's the point, Khushbu.
Exactly, that's the point. And I'm so appalled that three men who belong to Muslim community are coming here and defending themselves, saying that we are allowed to have women in our lives. And my question again to them is simple. The first thing Quran says is gender equality. Polygamy is next. Polygamy is next. Whoever I am asking you, are you okay with women in your family to have more than one husband? Are you okay to that thought? Are you okay to that thought of women in your family to have more than one husband?
Arnab, may I answer this?
Are you okay with that? Because Quran teaches you about
Arnab,
gender equality. Polygamy will come next. The first thing Quran teaches is gender equality. So do you believe in that?
You are giving an example of Arab countries.
Khushbu.
They're the same is banned in Saudi Arab and other
Sir, you're talking about India, sir. You are defaming the Muslims, Indian Muslims. Sir, you are defaming the Indian Muslims. There are men like you who actually defend the Muslim laws. We have personal laws and
no, you're naming other countries. You're naming other countries. Let me ask you, in Turkey, polygamy is banned. Is Turkey a Muslim nation? आप लोग इधर इतना ये हल्ला करते हैं कि this becomes anti-Muslim. 1 minute. शाहिद अली 1 minute please. Just 1 minute please. The question simply here is this: is Turkey a Muslim country? Is Azerbaijan a Muslim country? Is Tunisia a Muslim country? They have banned it. What's your problem? Don't make this an issue about Muslims. Don't do that anymore.
No,
you lost the debate.
This is about being a man. I have to dictate terms to a woman because that's my birthright. I have to dictate terms to women and that is my birthright. This is where they stand, unfortunately. भाई साहब, आप लोग मुसलमान आदमियों का नाम खराब कर रहे हैं, वो भी ऐसे चैनल पे आके जिस तरह से आप लोग बेहुदेपन से बहस करते हो.
Against or contrary to Quran.
Okay, anyway, I'm closing the debate at this point, and ladies and gentlemen, finally.